Hi everybody, so today I wanted to do a tutorial, and now this one is actually just me focusing on trying to better my skills in certain things. Like right now, I'm trying to really improve upon my eyeliner techniques and skills like that, so I really wanted to focus on the eyeliner versus the actual colors, placement, things like that. I do have a bit of glitter on the lid. The colors I think aren't that special. They're, again, complementary colors, but they're not very special. They're just standard colors, but I really wanted to keep the focus on the under lash line where I have all the liner. So I'm going to start off with a bit of my e.l.f. eyelid primer, which I normally use. I find that this is one of the best primers just to smooth out your lid. It doesn't grab onto your shadows or give like a very tacky base, but it works really nicely to really smooth out your lid. I took out the stopper to this, which I would recommend because it does help get more product out. And then just run this over with my finger. And once you have this pretty much blended out, I already have my brows and a bit of foundation on because this look isn't super intense or dark, and I find that it'll be easier when I go in with the eyeliner. If I have my foundation on already, I'm going to go in and I will place my blue eyeshadow first. I'm going to take this blue here from my e.l.f. palette, and the brush that I'm going to be using is an e.l.f. shader brush. I'm going to spray this with a bit of water first and then wipe it down onto a towel so it's not too damp. I just have a bit of water. And then I'm going to pick up that blue shadow and place this all over my lid. Mixing in these two orangey peachy colors, I'm just going to go back and forth between them onto my brush, tap off the extra, and then run this in my crease. And then once you have this placed, I'm going to go in and intensify the connection between the blue and the orange because I don't want it to be just like a cutoff. I want there to be a nice fade. So I am going to go into a darker color. I'm going to be using this color right here, but I'm picking up a smaller brush. This one's just a Sonia Kashuk one, just because I find that it's easier if you just lightly place the color in certain areas versus blending it everywhere. So I'm just going to run this in my crease. You can blend it up with this brush already slightly. Bring it only about maybe 2/3 of the way, and then go in with your blending brush to slightly buff it out. If you find that it's not blending enough, like on this side I found that I wanted it to be slightly more blended, you can go in with a dark brown. I'm going to be using this one, and just go through and buff this on top. With a creamy highlight shade, I'm just going to run this right underneath my brow so that I get a very nice fade between the orange and my brow. And then what I'm going to do is start working on the glitter. Now the glitter that I'm using is the Sally Girl Sparkle Effects glitter, and this is just the brighter blue. And the way I'm going to do this is just pour some into the cap, just because it's just going to be easier to pick up the product and it'll make it so it's not a mess. And then I'm going to take some of the Sally Girl gel adhesive, and I'm just going to apply this using a brush. So I'm going to pick up a synthetic shader brush and tap the gel adhesive onto my lid. And then once you have that, your brush will be slightly tacky from the adhesive. You can go into that lid where you have the glitter and then start placing it onto your lid. Now that I have my lashes placed, I'm going in with a bit of liquid liner. This one's just the e.l.f. liquid liner for $1, and it works great. So I would really recommend this if you're in the market for a liquid liner, although it's not waterproof. So the way I'm going to do this is, let me kind of move some things out of the way. I'm going to look down into my mirror so that I kind of stretch out the skin, but I will also pull slightly. Now you don't really want to pull, you can kind of just press your finger down right here and it'll slightly pull the skin taut. And then you want to go from the inner corner and work your way out. You want to do the same thing on the bottom. Now this is actually a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be to get it in frame. But you want to start off slightly shorter than you did the first one. You just kind of want to thin it out. And then again, bring it, leaving a slight gap between the two. now that I have that placed, it's not nearly as perfect as I would want it to be, but that's okay. We can always fix it up. I'm going to go in with this color right here onto a Real Techniques accent brush. I slightly dampened it, but not very much, just because I wanted this product to go on a little bit more smoothly. And the way I'm going to apply this is just by placing it right between the gap where my lashes are and the first liner is. So it just gives you a pop of color, and then just wing it out along the outer edge where we have that wing, leaving a very small gap right here for an inner corner highlight. Then what I'm going to do is take a lighter pink color, which is this one right here, and I'm going to take that onto, again, that same brush, and work this product in between the two liners, just in that gap. And then what this will do is erase any mistakes, and then all you have to do is go back over with your liquid liner to really just clean up and sharpen that edge. With a shimmery champagne color, I'm just going to apply this to the tear duct. And then what I'm going to do is, with a pencil liner to use as a tool, I'm going to take my Maybelline Gel Studios eyeliner, and I'm going to take a little bit of that product and run this in my waterline, as well as lift up the lashes and tightline with this product as well. To finish up the look on my face, I went in with a bit of bronzer. This one is the Sephora Mineral Loose Powder Foundation, which is just a darker foundation color, which I use around the perimeters of my face to give me more structure. And now what I'm doing is going in with the e.l.f. Shimmer Palette in the shade Sheer Sunrise, and I'm taking this color right here, which is the darkest pink. And as you can see, it did give me a very nice glow right here. I did not set my foundation with any powders today, so it is okay to go over with a cream product. So I'm just going to go over on the tops of my cheekbones and slightly tap and buff it in. That's pretty much it for this look. I hope you all enjoyed. I will have a full list of products listed down below like always, and I will also have a link to all of my social networks. I do want to ask you guys if you would please follow me there, because I don't really have enough motivation, I think, to actually post every single day on my Instagram and on my Twitter, but I feel like if I do get a couple more people, I guess a couple more followers, it would help me get more motivation to actually post there, and that would really help me branch out and work on, you know, communicating with my subscribers. So if that's something you're interested in, please go follow me on those, because it would really mean a lot to me. You don't have to. I don't want you to feel like I'm pushing you and making you do it, but if you want to, I would appreciate it. So that's pretty much it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, everybody.